this one from Wendy. One concern with AI is that new recruits may miss out on learning experiences traditionally gained from foundational tasks. How are organizations addressing this issue, and what should boards consider in terms of AI's impact on talent development of their people? Alexei, would you like to tackle that one?
I love this question. Again, I think it's something a board should consider. It is definitely probably more a management type of question to answer. But, I think about this in terms of, what we were doing 50 years ago in business. I wasn't quite a junior accountant 50 years ago, but 30 years ago even, and times change. And the structure of work will continue to change. We didn't have computers 50 years ago or, 30 years ago. It was just still new. And we don't have junior accountants today still using pen and paper to do those really foundational type of tasks. In the US, they have, I think it's called Oscar. They've purpose-built a legal LLM framework that pulls on 40,000 cases. They do a ridiculous number of requests from it every day. So what they're teaching junior lawyers to do is not just how to do the research, but how to critically think about applying that case law that they can recall a lot more easily at their fingertips, and apply the critical thinking skills to case law. So I think our structure of work and, those traditional breeding grounds for more senior people, that triangle shape in finance, in accounting firms, in legal firms, is going to continue to change the way that we work. But other ways that, to really blend, learning and mentorship over time, some structured role replacements, and we're really focusing on, these roles being AI assisted rather than AI replacing them, so that they still gain exposure to tasks and the critical thinking that we need to be applying to tasks. It just takes the mundane out of it and the repetition. So it's just going to change, I think, the way that junior people will be learning.
Helen, like to comment there?
Yeah, I really agree with everything that Alexei said. I think the one of the key things is that what is an important critical skill? Because historically it would have been, how do I dust the books off in the library and find the case law that supports it using that legal example? But actually now the critical skill is, how can I actually use AI to find the information that I need to curate what I'm after? Have I got the prompt engineering skills to get the information that I need? But then once I've got that, the critical thinking is actually, am I assessing it? Is it correct? How does this fit in? So it's actually a different skill set. And in fact, I was talking to someone this morning, and, in China, they've been teaching AI in schools since 2016. Actually, there's a whole piece about our education system and at what point do people need to be learning the AI skills, which are going to become so essential to them in the future. Stepping back up again into a board perspective, as boards, we need to be thinking about what is the upskilling, the reskilling that we're going to be doing for our people, and also how are we going to make sure that moving forward, we're thinking really strategically about what our workforce looks like in the future, so that we are making sure that we have got people who are skilled to do the jobs of the future, not just the jobs of today, because the future of work is going to look very, very different very quickly. Absolutely. People think that this thing is 3, 6, 9 years away. It's here already. And every organization that I'm on the board in, we are actively talking about AI and its deployment and where the opportunities are. And if you as a board and organization are not thinking about that, you are going to be left behind and you are going to be yesterday's news.
Good point.